Hey guys, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what to wear and how to act in an interview. Let's talk about what not to do, what not to wear. Start with what to not bring inside the interview area. Do not bring your keys, do not bring your wallet, do not bring your phone. Oh, people say, oh, I'm going to turn it off. I'm like, well, then if you're going to turn it off, you're not going to be able to answer it or anything. Just leave it in the front desk. Or I might forget it. I'm like, well, if you forget your phone or your keys, maybe you shouldn't be getting interviewed. I don't know. So basically, trying to go in as light as possible. Do not wear. I don't wear a watch because I had the bad habit of just keep looking at the watch, just looking at it, just out of habit, not because I want to leave, but again, you also have to think about what the person interviewed, how they might think. If I kept doing this out of habit, I'm not doing it as a disrespect, I'm just doing it out of habit. Well, they don't know that. I didn't put that in my resume. Well, I didn't put that in my CV. They're not going to know that. So what not to wear. Let's talk about this. That's right, guys. Big fan of Boondock Saints and Dark Knight. Go watch those movies. So do not wear pajamas, obviously. Do not wear a nice t-shirt regardless of the price you pay. For shoes, talk about shoes. Don't wear toe shoes. Can't believe I'm showing you my toe shoes. Look at my toe shoes. Look how dirty they are. Just don't wear regular tennis shoes. So, if you took a straight line, right, and at one end you had sandals, and the other end you had nice dress shoes, you want to be somewhere closer to the dress shoes area. So that's why I wore these flat bottoms. I don't know what the proper name is. I call them flat bottom polos. They're nice, good in between for nice, good in between a formal and sandals. So I just went with that. Let's talk about what to wear. If it says semi-formal, dress formal. If it says casual, dress semi-formal. For this one, it said formal, so I did formal, super formal to the best of my ability without breaking the bank. So I went out, got a nice shirt. I had a jacket, but that jacket got ruined at dry cleaners. Don't worry, it's all fine. I did a simple mistake. And yes, it was frustrating. Yes, it was. I'm like, oh my god, what's wrong with you people? But oh, you ruined a jacket. But it was a simple mistake. I was like, I didn't get charged, and simple mistake. Don't worry about it. You don't hold grudges. Life's too short to hold grudges. Made a mistake. So nice tie. Talk about ties. You do not want to wear a piano tie. Nothing those funny ties. Like, granted, when you go to somewhere, like when you see somebody, it's like, oh, I can talk to this person. But when you're being interviewed, you have to understand that these people don't know you. They're going to talk to you despite what tie you wear, but they're going to see this piano tie. It's like, wow, why is this guy wearing this kind of tie? Does he not think this job is serious? Well, we're a serious company, and if he's not going to be serious enough to wear the right tie, we don't want him. Because you understand, if you're going to be working for these people, they don't want to take a risk on you. So any reason they might not hire you, just do them the favor. Don't do yourself the favor. Do them the favor, because you don't want to pass that on to others. You don't want to give other people stress. So if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for other people. Or if you're not going to do it for them, do it for yourself. Because you won the job. That's why you applied. So solution to both problems, both areas, no matter how you think about wear a nice tie. This tie is nice color. It's got if you look closely enough, it has a dog pattern, but that's the best tie I had at the moment. What else? You want to button your collar. You want to iron your shirt. Let's talk about the collar. You don't want your tie sticking out. I'm good. Making sure. Oh my god. Okay. You don't want your tie to stick out, because again, you want to be nice and clean. You don't want them to focus on what you wear. They want to take a quick glance at this guy. He's good. You don't want to have anything sticking out. You don't want anything on your hair. Nice haircut. I got a haircut 3-4 days ago because I didn't want it super short or super long. Got a nice trim around the edges. Nice face wash. You want to be clean. What else? Talking about ties, shirts. So just because you have a nice collar shirt that goes to your sleeve doesn't mean you should wear it. Obviously, there are some shirts that say profound things or bad things, good things. You don't want any lyrics on your shirts like that. My friend, he likes to wear this long collared shirt, button down, but it had a nature outline on it, which is great, very fun. He looks good in it, but for an interview, single colors only. You don't want any lettering. Iron your shirts. You want to iron it. You want to make it look nice. Obviously, this doesn't look nice because I've been wearing it for a while. I've been walking, riding my bike, so it shakes up as I'm going. I'll talk to you about solutions about that later in this video. Sleeves. Should you roll your sleeves or should you not? For me, I talk a lot with my hands. I like to, that's how I talk. So if I had them down, it make a lot of snappy sounds. It's like a karate outfit. It just has a snap to it. So I didn't want to do that while I'm talking because that sound overlaps my voice. My beautiful voice. So if you're going to roll them, a good tip I heard was roll them as if you were going to change a tire in this, because you don't want to have long sleeves when you're working with your hands with tools. You don't get them dirty, so you don't want to roll them too far up because you don't want to strain your elbow. So nice, good, equal distance length. For me, I said a little bit above like your finger length, right? Your finger length, relaxed finger length. That's where it should end. If you got weird hands, you can talk about maybe halfway down your forearm and a little bit above it. So, and you also want to make sure they're even. Yeah. Not the best at it. I'm not perfect. Even though I dress perfect. Not kidding. Belt. Wear a belt. Nice pants. Make sure they fit. Make sure they don't have any stains on them. If you're worried about the belt matching the shoes, there are some good guidelines online. Just literally type in belt and shoes pairs, and you have over 1,000 hits. So you're fine. You should be fine on that. When you're sitting down for the interview, before you go to the interview, go over your speech. Talk to yourself. What I did a few things. I made a video of me asking questions to myself. And what questions would I thought they might ask. I had serious, anything from very basic to very serious, and I left a response as if I had talked for 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes I had to give my presentation to myself. Right? So that way I trained myself to be very efficient with my words and very clear with my words. And also, I would record my responses to myself. I'll tell you about the nose later, too. I'm still doing it. What else? You want to look them right in the eye. Not maybe in between the eyes. I still have this habit where I would look. If I was talking to you, looking at myself right now, I would look straight down, look straight up, and not even notice I'm doing this. Like, it was just something I did. Or I would look like that, look at you, look at you, look at you. So what I did was, if I have to look down, I'll just look maybe at their neck. So I'm looking at my neck right now. You can barely tell. Only if you're looking straight at me, you can tell. Or if I have to look up, I'll just maybe look right above. So I'm looking at you right now. I might look at their hairline. I'm looking at my hairline right now. You can't tell. If I have to look at the side, I'll just look at their ears or something around their ears, or look at their shoulders or something. What else? Oh, let's talk about tie length. You don't want your ties too far short. You don't want really short like this, or you don't want really long like that. Like, you want something nice length. Good general rule is covering your belly button and touching your belt, barely touching your belt. Ties, you want, like I said, I think I said this. I usually go freehand in these videos, where I just make multiple takes and I stop and I pick the best one. So I think I mentioned good, nice tie, simple tie, nothing too complicated, nothing funny, just nice formal tie, uh, something like that. What else? So we're talking about how to prepare for an interview. Also, when you're I talked about making the video, recording yourself, and also when you're at the office, talk to people at the desk before you go to interview. Just have that conversation. Talk about how's your day been, general questions, and slowly make the questions more less vague, more specific. Then ask that secretary themselves, saying, "Hey, did you notice anything that which anything negative about my speaking abilities?" You don't want to hear the positives, because the positives, you already did them, whether or not they're going to tell you or not. You want to hear about the negatives, so you can maybe have that quick fix. If they say 4 problems, so you might be able to fix one of those problems. Always increasing your chances. Also, the positive things about talking to the secretary or the person at the front desk is you get to know them. So if you, the chance you do get the job, say, "Oh, hey, how's it going? I remember you talking to me about this." So you don't have to worry about making that first introduction beforehand. Also, show up. People told me, make sure you're on time. Well, that's great, but you don't know where you might be going before the interview. You got to think in your head. So I always say, if the interview was at 4:30, I would say be there at 3:30. That just in case I don't make it, being there by 3:30, I'll be 5 minutes late. But it's okay. I still got 55 minutes to the next interview. Start talking to people out there, because that's the small possibility that you're the only one interviewing for the position, and you're the only one in the office at that time. And by the time you can talk to the secretary, it's getting your chills down. You're in the AC already, so your suit's nice and cool by then. Suit's nice and cool by then. Sorry. So you want to practice your interviewing skills beforehand. By the time your suit's nice and dry, you're not sweaty from coming from the outside in. You don't have that sweat on your forehead, so you should be fine. What else? If you're worried about getting your jacket or your outfit all wrinkly, what I did was I knew I had enough time from my last class to the interview, the hour before the interview. So what I did was the night before, I ironed all my clothes, make sure they were nice and neat, put them on a hanger, had them on my door. So when I came back, they were ready, took my shower, put them on, left. If you're worried, always wear an undershirt too. If you have these shirts, I have a white undershirt, so don't wear a black undershirt on a white thing. It's going to stand out. I wear white, that's what I have. If you're worried about back sweats, what I found is a good tip is Gold Bond. So you take your shower, you dry yourself off, and you put your undershirt on. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, you take a shower, you dry yourself off. Then you dry yourself off. Then you get a handful of baby powder, Gold Bond, you put it on your body, whatever. Then what you do is put it on your armpits, whatever, on your body, where you might afraid that sweat might come up. Then, if you're worried about back sweat, what I did was, after you start done with all the stuff you can get, you put your undershirt on, mix it up a bit. Then you get some Gold Bond, a little bit on your back, and you just shake it up, rub it against the wall. The reason why you want to rub it against the wall is because you want to get the excess Gold Bond off, because you don't want to leave an interview and leave a freaking Gold Bond stain on this chair. Yes, that happened to me. Oh my gosh, but I played it off well. But I think they knew. It wasn't this interview, thank goodness. It was for a lesser position a few years ago. I'll go into it now. I'll tell you, that's what I mean. My worst interview so far. What else? Interview after. If you're worried about wrinkling on the way there, what I did, I scouted the place. I knew where the restroom was beforehand. I knew where to go if I needed to change, where to change my clothes. So what I did was I walked there with jeans on, nice shirt, and a basic shirt. Had a no, sorry. I had my toothbrush, toothpaste, nice and everything, Listerine. Make sure nice and fresh. Water. You want to make sure you're hydrated. And I made everything there. Just boom, walked in out there, and the restroom was literally down the hall from where I noticed. They never noticed I was changing. So do that. Oh, so now you're in the interview. So you arrived an hour early. You chatted up people. Your mouth is there's plenty of spit in it, just enough the right amount, because you don't want to be spitting at people. Or you don't want to be super dry. What else? So you're at the interview. You're gonna meet. So you're gonna introduce yourself to everybody there. It's like Malader Madion. Nice, strong handshake. What else? Look them in the eye when you introduce your name. Don't look away. If you want to show that you're a real strong person, they'll let go. You don't let go. They'll let go. Eye contact when you're shaking. Make sure you look them in the eye. Or look at between their eyebrows. Look at their forehead. Look at their nose. You really can't tell if I'm looking all over my cheeks. Right now I'm looking at my forehead. Right now I'm looking at my nose. Right now I'm looking at my forehead. Right now I'm looking at my mouth. You can't tell. But if I was, even from this distance, you can't tell. But if I'm giving you a handshake distance, I'm going to look you right here, right in your eye. Simple. Make sure also you don't look away first. Make sure they look away first, because you want to say, hey, I have a powerful presence here. I'm a powerful person. I'm a nice guy, but I'm still a powerful person. That's a mistake people make. Just because people think if you're a great person, you're a weak person. People think if you're a powerful person, you're automatically great. Just false. They're not. They are not related. There are plenty of great people who are weak, and there are plenty of powerful people who are horrible people. Just look at the news for that. But there's a good positive balance in between for both of them. So once you've done, you want to go clockwise or counterclockwise. You don't want to go zigzag. You want to just make your way around the table. Pick a direction. If they're not able to interview, don't give them an interview. Don't worry about it. Don't take it too personally. So when you're talking to them, make sure you square up to them. If multiple people are interviewing you, you don't want to be. Then you want to be square to them. They don't have to square themselves to you. They don't have to prove themselves to you. You have to square to them. You have to give them the respect. It's like, hey, you have my attention. I am talking to you. You are talking to me. I'm listening. That if I'm going to talk to you, I'm not gonna. If you were interviewing me like this, I was like this. No, you gotta be straightforward with them. What else? We talked about that. We talked about this. Close. What else? Oh, make sure you, because you've already practiced your skills already in the office and the night before and the days before the interview. So you should be clear on what you're going to say. You should be able to prepare. You have it in your brain somewhere that when they ask this question, boom, I got it. Obviously, you don't want to memorize answers, because if you memorize answers, these people can tell, because they've interviewed thousands and thousands of people. They know that when it's fake. They know when it's rehearsed. You want to be as fluid as possible. No, just because you rehearse the question doesn't mean you have to rehearse the answers. You want to practice responding in an efficient time. You might want to take some notes. When you're practicing whatever, you might want to take some notes. So I should mention this instead of that. But all flow right. Eventually, all flow right. You'll find your nice gradient. So what else? We talked about that. We talked about this. See, I usually have an idea for these videos. I just really freeball them. What else? Oh, when the questions to ask. So if they ask you any question, have questions just in case. They might ask you, They might ask you, "Will you have any questions for us?" In this interview, they didn't. Whenever I just got out, they didn't. But I have questions like, for example, if you were to say, they ask you, "Will you have any questions for us?" Ask them about yourself. Just show them, "Hey, I'm open to criticism." Because that's the one thing people think, was he open to criticism? Is he okay if we offend him? Boom, boom. Just show them, no, I'm okay with that. I want to improve myself. Uh, so even though I wasn't asked directly at all if I have any questions, I responded, well, what did y'all think of my interviewing skills? I just want to constantly improve myself. And I do want to constantly. You have to mean what you say. You don't want to be fake. There's so many fake people out there. You just got to be yourself, be real, but be courteous, have an open mind. I noticed in the interview I got up, I might have gotten too comfortable. You don't want to be too comfortable either. You don't want to be too rigid either. You don't want to be this nice, comfortable. Don't cross your legs. Be comfortable. Have them on your lap. Don't put your hands like this or anything. Don't have your hands crossed at all. Don't put them on this. Just have them on your legs. Then if someone's talking to you, just square up. Just talk to them. Say, I noticed what you're saying to me. Oh, if you're not clear on the question, ask to be clarified because you want to answer the question. You want to answer the question they asked, not give them an answer to a different question. Because it's like, wait, did not just hear the question I just asked them? This guy's get out of here. So yeah, that's all what I have. The interview today went pretty well. I'll give more information about this process. This process has been months in the making. So it's all really surreal that it's over. That now it's all a waiting game. So I will eventually make a video talking about the process, but that's for another video. Guys, I know this video is long. I know it's longer than my usual videos, but I feel like I had to knock it all out in one video. I planned on making separate snippets, but I felt like this was more beneficial, more natural. I know it's going to be annoying listening to all of it, but that's what I thought was better. Plus, I have a lot of work, so I had to make a one-take video to do. One-take video is more time efficient for myself. So, if you're watching this and you're at this point in the video, thank you for being patient with all my stuttering. I know I looked away sometimes. I know my jokes can be corny. corny. But hopefully this video is helpful for y'all. And I'm sorry, that joke's just funny. One friend of mine asked, he's really good at telling very dry jokes, and he said, what kind of joke does a corn farmer say? And I was just like, thinking of a very elaborate answer. I'm like, what? And he says, like, corny ones. I was like, dude, are you serious? So, you want to, be relaxed. Your interview is going great. Guys, I hope this video helps you in a good start for helping you in interview skills. Let me know what more questions you have about interviews. I'm not the best person to ask, but I am a person to ask, and I have done a good amount of interviews in my time at university. So I've had a lot of experience. Give me comments, criticism, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Guys, glad to be making these videos for you. Hope they're great. Peace out.